Hello guys, welcome to CS Tech Solution. Today's is learn in AWS DevOps. Today's learn SonarQube's code analysis in the GitHub Actions workflows. And SonarQube is code qualities and the securities analysis tools, and that as automatically check your as sources of the code for as bugs, vulnerabilities, code smalls, and as a duplicate codes and as a test coverage. And this the GitHub actions workflows is around the SonarQube's analysis, and whenever the code is pushed to the main branches and the workflows files location as a .github slash the workflow slash as a SonarQube dot as a YML, and as a complete workflows examples as a names colons as a SonarQube analysis inside as own colons inside the push colon inside the branch colons and the hyphen the main, and job colon inside the sonar colon, and as a run dash on and colons as a ubuntu dash last edge, and the steps colons inside as a hyphen the name colon as a checkout the code, and the use colon as a action slash the checkout at the rate v4, and hyphen the names colons inside as a setup the java, and use colon as a action slash as a setup dash javas at the rate v3, and with colon inside the distribution colon, and single quotes inside the tumurin, and java dash versions colons, and single quotes inside the 17, and another is hyphen the names colons as run SonarQube analysis, and the run colons and the vertical signs, and mvn sonar colons as a sonar, and the backslash as a hyphen the d sonar dot as a logging equal the dollar sign, and double curly braces inside the secret dot as a sonar underscore token is a capital letters, and double curly braces over. Let's check the one by one step. First is check out the code as hyphen the names colon the checkout code, and the use colon action slash the checkout at the rate v4 is the purpose as the download the project source code to as GitHub actions runners, and why it is the needed as access the project files and read the source code, and as a perform the code as analysis. And step 2 is a set up the javas as a hyphen the names colons as a set up the javas, and the use colons and the action slash as a set up dash as the javas at the rate v3, and with colons inside the distributions colon as a tumurin, and the javas dash versions colon as a 17. This the purpose as a install the java 17 is a tumurin jdk, and which is the required to build and analyze the java's project, and the parameters at the distributions is as a java's distribution tumurin, and java's dash the versions is java's version as a 70. Step 3 is run the SonarQube analysis as MVN sonars colons as a sonars and slash as a backslash, and hyphen D capital D, and the sonar dot loggings equal the dollar sign and the curly braces double curly braces inside as secret dot as a sonar underscore token is a capital letter, and the curly braces overs. And this the purpose as the run the SonarQube analysis using the mavens, and as upload the analysis result to as a SonarQube servers, and command as breakdown the mvn sonars colon the sonar is execute the sonars cube in maven plugins, and hyphen the capital D, and the sonar dot loggings is as a use the authentication tokens stores in a GitHub secret. And what is a SonarQube checks as a SonarQube is analyze your the code for as a bug, security vulnerabilities, and as a code smalls, and as a duplicate codes and the test coverage, and as a coding as a standards and the maintainability issues and the technical debates. Other topics is upload and as a deployed to as a AWS S3 as a GitHub Actions workflow. And this the GitHub Actions workflows is the automatically upload your the project files to Amazon's S3 buckets, and whenever the code is pushed to as a main branches, and it is the commonly used to deploy a static website as a HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript, and the application or site or as backups the files. And workflows files location is .github slash the workflow slash s3 dash upload .yml, and the complete the workflows example as a names colon as a upload to as s3, and inside the own colons and the push colon inside the branch colons and the hyphen the main, and job colon inside as deploy colons, and inside the run dash on colons as ubuntu dash last steps, and the steps colons inside as a hyphen the names colons as a check out the code, and as use colons as action slash as the checkout at the rate v4 is the same patterns of all the programs in the same structure, and as a different in after as hyphen names colons as a configure the AWS credentials, and use colon as a AWS, and dash as the action slash the configure dash AWS dash as the credential at the rate v4, and with colons as a AWS dash access dash key dash id, and colons and the dollar sign and the double curly braces inside as a secret dot, and AWS underscore as a access underscore keys and the curly braces over, and AWS dash as the secret dash the access dash key, and colons and the dollar signs and the curly braces double curly braces inside as secret dot as AWS underscore secret underscore key is a capital letters, and as a curly braces over, and the AWS dash as a regions colons as a US at dash east EAST east, and dash as a 1, and others as hyphen the names colons as upload the file to s3, and as a run colons and the vertical sign as a AWS S3 zinc is a synchronize sync is used, and dot as a s3 colons and the double slash, and my dash bucket dash name, and double hyphen signs and the delete is to use, and check the all the programs in step by step. As a first step is check out the code is the same of the SonarQube as same of the check out the code as a hyphen the names colon as a check out the code, and use colon as a action slash the checkout at the rate v4, and this the purpose as the download the repositories of source code to the GitHub action runners, and why it is the needed as access the project files, and upload the file to the Amazon S3, and as a deploy the last versions. And step 2 is configure the AWS credentials as hyphen the names colon as configure the AWS credentials, and the use colon the AWS dash the action slash as configure dash the AWS dash as the credential at the rate v4, and with colons as AWS dash the access dash keys dash IDs colons, and the dollars, and curly braces inside as secret dot AWS underscore as access underscore keys is the uh, capital letters, and AWS dash the secret dash keys, access dash as the keys colons, and the dollar signs and double curly braces inside the secret dot as AWS underscore secret underscore keys, and AWS dash the regions colons as a US dash east dash as a one, and this the purpose as authenticate the GitHub actions yours with your AWS account, and the parameters as the AWS dash as the access dash the keys dash IDs is AWS access the key stores in GitHub secrets, and AWS dash as the secret dash the access dash key as a AWS secret access key is stored in GitHub secrets, and the AWS dash as a regions as the AWS regions is where the S3 buckets is exist, and S3 is upload the file to as Amazon's S3, and as AWS S3 is zinc dot as S3 colons and the double hyphen double slash as my dash bucket dash names and the double hyphen the delete. This the purpose as synchronize your the locals project files with S3 buckets, and the command as AWS S3 and zinc sync is synchronize the files between the local storage and the S3, and the dot is the current project directory, and S3 colons and the double slash my dash bucket dash name is destinations of the S3 buckets, and the double hyphen the delete is remove the files from as a S3 and that as no longer exist as locally, and require the GitHub secret as a go to the GitHub repositories and the setting inside as a secret and the variables and inside the action, and create a following secret like secret names, and the secret names as AWS underscore access underscore keys is the capital letters, the description is AWS access key ID, and the AWS underscore secret underscore keys is as a description as AWS secret access keys to generate. Thank you guys to watch the videos. Please subscribe the channel, on the notification and bell icon.